Hello, hello, hello. This is Mustardketchupmayo 1000, and we're back with another installment of UFC fight picks and predictions. This week we're going over UFC Fight Night Ankalaev versus Guskov, which I believe is in Abu Dhabi. Usually it's in Abu Dhabi when it's like a Dagestani dude fighting. Abu Dhabi. Okay, I just made sure. But let's go over last week's card real quick. 7 out of 12. Didn't do terrible. A lot of the fights were kind of how I expected it to go. It's just the early prelims cooked me. Everything past Fatima Klein or past Alberto Montes, I did really good on. But yeah, that's all I had. I'm surprised by John Paul Lebosnoyani. He did really good. Levi Rodriguez sucks. But yeah, thank you for watching. But yeah, that was that. Now for this week, start off with the curtain jerker. It's Abdul Hussein versus Cody Gibson. I'm taking Abdul Hussein, but I am a little hesitant on taking him as a minus 400. He is coming off of UAE Warriors, which is at least credible when it comes to like your wins. Oh, and he also beat Tyson Nam. I remember seeing Tyson Nam. Okay, yeah, this guy's kind of credible. But yeah, he's coming off of UAE Warriors. Nothing, or it's credible. But he is at 5'5" at bantamweight, which is not terrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure Merab and Peter Yan are 5'5", but he's going up against Cody Gibson, who is 5'10", but he is 38 years old, so he's pretty old now. His wins are against people who you would think he would be him, or he would be, which is like Chad and Helliger, and then Brian Keller, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm taking Abdul Hussein KO round 2. A little concerned, not gonna lie, but we'll see. It's Cody Gibson, not some like younger guy. Next fight, Narulo Aliev versus Mike Davis. I'm taking Narulo Aliev by decision. He's really good. Mike Davis also really good. I don't think he should be slouched at or undermined by any means. But Aliev looks really, really good. Something about the post-Soviet Union countries. But yeah, he looks really good. I think his wrestling will probably stump Mike Davis's wrestling. But we'll see. I do think Aliev wins this one pretty decisively, like unanimously. But yeah, I'm taking Aliev by decision. Mike Davis has a good chance. Don't sleep on him, but yeah. Next fight, Brenson Ribeiro versus Magomed Tukalov. I'm taking Tukalov by KO round 1. He beat Kyle Machado, who was previously in the UFC. I believe either that or Dana White Contender Series. But yeah, he's coming off of UAE Warriors too. UAE Warriors is incredible organization. Ribeiro, nothing crazy. His wins are just against Kyle Machado by decision. Magomed got the KO on Kyle Machado. And then DR Nergazay is not good. So yeah, I'm expecting this one to be a KO round 1. Nothing crazy. I think Ribeiro might get cut after this one. We'll see. Next fight, Ismael Bonfim versus Axel Sola. Taking Sola by KO round 2. Ismael Bonfim is significantly worse than his brother. And he's chinny. Yeah, I'm taking this one pretty easily a KO by Axel Sola. Axel Sola is really good. This Mason Jones decision loss doesn't explain the full picture. He did really good, and he held his ground. I fully believe he'll win this one by KO. Maybe even round 1, but I think round 2 is pretty safe. Next fight, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Sam Patterson. I'm taking Patterson by KO round 2 just because Santiago is really old now. He is quite literally 39, and he has a lot of wear on his body. I'm pretty sure he's been fighting for since at least 2016. I'm pretty sure. I want to say since at least 2016. Let me double check. No, even worse, 2013. He's been fighting since 2013. This dude's old, So we'll see. Yeah, he's just old. Patterson, a little bit younger, but not by much. Has a little bit more credentials and shown to be a lot better at this weight, at least at this age as well. But don't count him out just because he's old. Actually, no, you should count him out. He's really old. Yeah, Ted Patterson KO round 2. Yeah, I just think it might be his last fight, to be honest. He might retire here. Next fight, Dustin Jacoby versus Muhammad Saeed. I'm taking Dustin Jacoby. Muhammad Saeed is a live dog. It's not like he's trash by any means. But, yeah, I'm taking Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby's on a little run. Julius Walker, Bruno Lopez, Vitor Petrino. I don't know. This guy kind of looks not promising, but 20-11. Luis Henrique da Silva. I swear that guy has fought before. Yeah, he's fought in the UFC before. Okay, I recognize him. And Dana White Contender Series. Yeah, okay, I recognize this guy. Flagged for issues. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Dustin Jacoby round 3. I think it's gonna go pretty far. I think they'll probably go back and forth for a while, but I think he ends up getting caught at the end. Round 3 round 3 KO or decision on that one. Next fight, Walter Walker versus Thomas Pedersen. I'm taking Walter Walker submission round 1. Heel hook incoming, as per usual. If not, definitely a KO. But it's not going past the first round. I'm pretty sure about that. There's not much else to say about that one. Next fight, Abubakar Bagayev versus Saigid Izaga Kamaev. I'm taking Izaga Kamaev by decision. He's pretty good. Just because he lost to Nicholas Dalby by split decision, could be a lot worse. A lot of people are on Bagayev. I'm not 100% sure why. He is coming from ACA, who also a really credible organization. But I don't know. I think Saigid might be a little bit better. Or Saigid. I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. Something's up about this one. I'm just not picking up on the reading. But I'm taking Saigid on this one by decision. Next fight, Rizvan Koniev versus Tyrell Fortune. Taking Rizvan Koniev. This is gonna be another decision smudge. Beating Marcin Tybura this as your debut is pretty good in my opinion. I think Tyrell, call me crazy, I think Tyrell has a chance of catching Koniev in this one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Koniev though by decision. Tyrell Fortune has a chance, in my opinion. I'm not taking that chance, but he has a chance. But yeah, next fight, Damian Rezbecki versus Magomed Zaknokov, even though everybody knows him as John Pork. This one's also another one where I think it's kind of 50-50. Or I guess like the line's kind of wide for John Pork. Because Damian is a Polish dude, 24, really young, with submission ability. And I've never heard of this organization, FEN. I believe it's credible enough, but I don't know. Something about this giving me a little bit of upset vibes. But I'm taking John Pork because against Lucas Caldas, he was kind of giving up the first round, or at least round. I remember first or second round, he was kind of giving up, and then he caught him really bad in the third round and just rode the decision. Damian, though, younger guy, is gonna come in. He's gonna want to win. So yeah, I'm taking John Pork by decision. I don't think he KOs him. Next fight, Islam Dulatov versus Wellington Thurman. I'm taking Dulatov by KO round 1. There's nothing to say about this one. We already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They literally gave him someone who hasn't fought in almost 3 years. So, yeah, literally nothing to say about that one. Next fight. Steve Erceg versus Razman Temerov. This one, I don't know. This one's kind of weird. I want to take Steve Erceg. I feel kind of more confident taking Steve Erceg. But Razman is on something. Whether it's tainted or not, tainted supplements or not. Something tells me he got away with it somehow. Because he looks freakishly good. And that's what makes me think he might beat Steve Erceg. But I think Steve Erceg also, his level of competition is significantly higher than what Temerov has fought already. I want to say Steve Erceg beats Temerov. Regardless, is going to a decision. I don't think he's gonna. Temerov's gonna KO Steve Erceg. I don't think Steve Erceg's gonna KO Temerov. But I want to take decision on Steve Erceg, just because he's fought way better competition. So yeah, taking Steve Erceg by decision. That's the pick. And then the main event is Magomed Ankalaev versus Bogdan Guskov. I'm taking. I had Magomed before this. I switched over to Bogdan. I think Bogdan Guskov might potentially win this one. I have a feeling he wins this one. And going with that, I'm going to take him by decision. Confidently take him by decision. I don't think he'll KO Magomed. Something tells me he's gonna beat him, and I can't figure out why. I can't put my finger on why, but he's gonna beat him. I think it's just because he has less wear as a fighter. Yeah, I just think it's the Anthony Smith, what's the word? Gorlock clone. I think that's what it is. I'm taking Bogdan Guskov for decision. I think his striking is really good. I think both of these guys' striking is really good. Significantly better on Ankalaev's end, but I think Guskov can somehow mix it up a lot better. Whether that be on the feet or on the ground. And that's kind of where he messes up on that end, is Ankalaev's wrestling and stuff. So taking Guskov by decision. Not confident, but I'm taking my chances. Yeah, that's everything I have for today. Thank you for watching. This is Mustardketchupmayo 1000. These are my picks. And yeah, goodbye.